Well, for many, it is the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be a stressful time as well. As the days get shorter and colder, it can also be a time when many suffer from seasonal affective disorder. It can be difficult to manage. So how do you kick those holiday blues and those winter blues? Joining us now to discuss the ways we can all manage our mental health a little bit better is clinical psychologist and certified personal trainer, elite personal trainer, Dr. Renee Exelbert. Doctor, great to see you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good to have you here. You know, the waning daylight hours comes the increases in seasonal depression. I know a lot of people, myself included, over the last few years have really started to kind of pay attention to this. What can people do to keep their spirits up through the holidays and through wintertime?
There's so many things that we can do. Self-care is really critical. We need to pay attention to our sleep, our exercise, our nutrition. And if you do have seasonal affective disorder, you want to invest in something called artificial lights. They sell them online. We also want to make sure that we get out in sunlight first thing in the morning. That resets our circadian rhythms, and it also improves our mood for the rest of the day.
What about what you mentioned sleep, and what about using your phone or screen time at night? How does that impact sleep, and how does that impact depression?
Believe it or not, from the hours of 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., we should never look at our phone. The artificial light actually interrupts our sleep cycle, and it can actually cause depression, changes in our mood throughout the day. So we want to avoid that. When you're up scrolling in the middle of the night, that's the worst thing for you to do.
For many people, Doctor, the holidays are very joyful, but they can also be bittersweet. You know, sometimes you tend to think of loved ones that maybe aren't around the table any longer. For others, a feeling of loneliness can set in. How do you turn that around? How do you deal with those types of emotions around the holidays?
Absolutely. You know, it's a really important time where we do remember the people that we love, and the people that we love, you know, those are based on our traditions, that they're part of everything. And so there are ways to commemorate the people that we love. One of the things that I do in my house is I bake an apple pie in memory of my dad, and I put it on the table. Not a soul eats it, but it's there for my dad. We can also tell stories about the people that we love. Sometimes we can't actually be physically present with the people in our lives right now, and so we can always Zoom or FaceTime just so we can stay a part of those, you know, interactions with people.
Bring that apple pie to my house. It'll get eaten. I guarantee it. What about basic stress management? The frenetic pace of the holidays can really suck the joy out of the season sometimes.
Absolutely. I think that we really need to be aware of the expectations that are placed on us. That's perpetuated, obviously, by social media. It kind of feels like unless everybody's sitting around in matched pajamas, you know, sipping on their peppermint hot cocoa at the fireplace, or unless your partner drives up the driveway with a brand new car and a big red ribbon, it somehow feels like you're failing, right? And so we need to kind of stay away from social media. We need to check our own expectations of ourselves, getting everything done, buying all the presents. That creates a lot of stress, which in turn makes us eat more processed foods, consume more alcohol, sleep, you know, our sleep becomes poorer. And so we need to make sure we watch all of those things. We also want to reach out to friends and family. I always say that, you know, when we're feeling down, one of the best things that we can do is create new traditions to volunteer. It's a great thing to reach out and volunteer to soup kitchen, things like that. That's great.
Yeah, there's really something to that whole giving is better than receiving. And of course, Doctor, you count your blessings during this time of year to help yourself feel better. Dr. Renee Exelbert, thank you so much for that advice. Appreciate you being with us.
Be well.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the
truth.
No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
real news
For real people.